The idea was this space, while we were over there, this was the home of our permanent collection. When artists finish our career development program, they donate one piece of art to the program. So we have a pretty huge art collection now. And that was on exhibit throughout these offices and throughout the whole space. And that was something to come to by appointment. It was something to be used for more exclusive events, fundraising kind of things, smaller meetings. So had we still had that second space, that would be what this space would function as. We are planning, in the future to move to another space. So we're sort of taking a couple years, a year or 2 years, to regroup and kind of figure out what is the best location for us to go to, what kind of size do we need, do we want to be our own entity in our own space, do we want to team up with some other organizations into a group space, kind of figuring out what we can afford and what will serve our needs best, rather than just hurry up, let's find another space while we have to, because we have this space. So that's why we're here. It is a really fantastic space, though. The nice thing about it being, not kind of just anybody walks in, you kind of need to be in the know to know we're here. So art people who know we're here and kind of were in the know we're here. And there's a kind of a cool thing about that. No one can come in this building for any reason, unless you're coming here as like a public person. So people kind of like, oh yeah, I'm going to the bar place. So it's kind of funny. It has some cachet in that way. Also, when we do the fundraising stuff, like the Rittenhouse folks like that we're here, and so it does have certain benefits having this address. Certainly the donated space is a huge benefit. But we are very limited by gallery in terms of how large of the works we can show here, how many people can come in the building at any one time, et cetera, et cetera. So, membership and visibility and capture kind of comes into all these things. Because what I said is, we have this space and we do a lot of our exhibitions here, our offices are here, but we also do probably 70% of our, 50% of our programming is somewhere else. Okay? So we don't exist in only one location and present things in only one location. So in terms of our visibility, we end up being visible a lot of places and not necessarily associated with a place, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. Open Studios, like I said, has huge visibility. It's in every part of the city. We do tons of advertising, banners, bus shelters, everything. So a lot of times people in the public are like, oh yeah, I've heard of Post. I know about that. Or, oh, I've done that before. But they have no idea that that's connected to our organization. Very often like, oh, that's you guys? So we have that a lot with Open Studios. So we do have a very successfully visible program. That this coming year, we got a big Unite Foundation grant to do a public art exhibition through this program, where we actually put artist work in bus shelters, images of artist work in bus shelters all over the city. So that's going to be coming up too. So we have this really visible, big program to leverage also in terms of how we might build the visibility of SIVA. We already have something really visible. How can we kind of funnel that back to the organization? Because SIVA used to be really visible. And then we put all this money and resources into Open Studios, and now it became really visible, and SIVA became less visible. The other challenge we had with visibility is, I think maybe 7 years ago or so, we changed our name. So we're an organization that's around for like 20-some years that everybody knew under the name Creative Artists Network, or CAN. Best acronym ever, CAN. Okay? Why you would ever change the name, obviously, if I was here, I would have fought tooth and nail against that. But I think the idea at the time was to have a name that was more descriptive of what we do. So they changed the name to the Center for Emerging Visual Artists. So we have that sort of name change recognition thing. So I hear from people who've been in Philadelphia or been in the art community for a long time, is they might say, oh wait, you CAN, right? Oh, I know you guys, CAN. And it's like, yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? Because that's someone who probably knew us really well for 20 years and all of a sudden goes, who's SIVA? You know what I mean? So we have a little bit of an issue with our name. What we are going to be doing in the coming year, just so you know for what you're working on, is the word emerging has become problematic for us. Because what we found is we are helping artists in many stages of their careers. Many of them are not young. But the word emerging suggests young, and sometimes to some people, student. So they think when we say we do emerging artists, they think, oh, student artists. We don't work with any student artists. All the artists we work with are professional. And like our average age of artist is probably like in their 40s. So basically, it's kind of a problematic word for us. So what we're going to start doing is really not using the word emerging, and it's going to become more the Center for Visual Artists, and have that E be like an emerging established kind of thing, and not really use the word emerging anymore. So again, we're going to sort of have a name change, but I think it's in the long run that could be helpful. But the name change is also an issue. You know what I'm saying? And it's also a mouthful. It's also like a hard name to say. So just in terms of how you might communicate that. So we will, like I said, have the new website. We will have some more of the iPad apps and the mobile phone apps to deal with visibility issues. But also something we found is we have reduced our print budget and circulation dramatically for SIVA in recent years. And what we've seen is we've expanded our print visibility and advertising for home studios. And so what we've seen is like a direct difference, a direct correlation rather, with visibility issues. People used to get something and say like, oh, right, wow, you guys are doing so much, it's so impressive. We don't really have a piece anymore for SIVA. We used to have an annual report that would say, SIVA does all these things, and it was beautiful, and oh my God, wow, you guys do so much. Now we really don't have that kind of piece, so we have a harder time communicating what we do out there in a way that is sort of easy to understand. And impressive. I mean, like a nice piece, a nice print piece, or good marketing, good advertising, goes a long way. You guys familiar with Mural Arts Program? Of course you are. Okay? Mural Arts Program, their work is everywhere. It's all over the city. Their promotion is everywhere. Their printed pieces are everywhere. My mother showed up to my house